The news we're about to discuss for XRP holders is exactly how XRP starts its parabolic move to the upside. So if what we're talking about today turns out to be correct, it's going to be an absolutely massive time for XRP and of course the overall cryptocurrency markets. So if you're new to my channel, I bring you guys updates each and every day when it comes to cryptocurrency, when it comes to XRP. So if you do want to stay up to date with someone who's actually researching this market and giving you guys the facts and the opinions that he finds in this market, smash that subscribe, turn on those notifications, and let's jump into it. So I'm seeing speculation go rife around XRP and Twitter. XRP ETF goes live the 30th of April. ProShares is officially launching its XRP ETF next week. Regulatory clarity is here. Real adoption starts now. No more rumors. This is happening. Not financial advice. Always do your own research. So if we go back here, we can actually see when the Bitcoin ETF was actually launched. And a lot of people say, well, the Bitcoin ETF, it was a failure. It didn't really do anything. But look at this, guys. We got the news. It pushed up, and guys, just after it was announced and went live, we actually went down 20%. But from that low to where we are right now, Bitcoin is up 145%. So that is the effect that an ETF has. Now, this is a spot Bitcoin ETF, not a futures ETF. And for some reason, people are leaving out the fact that this is not a spot XRP ETF. In fact, this is an XRP futures ETF, meaning it's essentially a leverage play or a future. You're betting on the future price of XRP in the form of an ETF. So this is not an actual XRP spot ETF happening. And guys, if you appreciate the real things that are going on, we're not pure moon boys here. We talk about facts, figures, and realistic expectations. Smash that subscribe button because I'm here to make actual money, not just to speculate. So basically, ProShares is indeed launching an ETF on the 30th of April, as per the SEC filing. However, there is no explicit evidence that its filing, the ETF, is tied to XRP, but I did find that it's actually a futures ETF, guys. There is, however, CoinShares XRP ETF filing, which is Brazil's spot XRP ETF, and CME Futures XRP, CME's XRP Futures. So this is showing growing institutional interest in XRP. On top of that, we also have the Fed saying, let the banks do what they want with crypto. So this right here is how the next parabolic moves happen. We have banks given regulatory clarity that they can actually do what they want when it comes to crypto, so they can potentially use XRP for all of the cross-border payments that everyone has been talking about. On top of that, we have the first step in our getting an XRP spot ETF. The reason why the spot ETF is important because the buying of the spot ETF will actually affect the price and it will actually remove XRP from circulation, removing the amount of viable, buyable XRP, which can increase prices over time. So this is how it starts, right? And we do have a very nice situation happening for crypto as we see. Bitcoin right now sitting at $94,000. And if we do check out the trades I've been showing you guys, we added to our XRP trade. It's yet to move yet. And in fact, I would love to add a little bit more to this trade coming soon, but we haven't had much of a pullback, although we are having these ladders upwards. You can see we added first in this ladder. We then added again in this one here. So what I want to do is keep adding. So I might actually add a little bit more to the XRP trade here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add to our XRP trade here. I want to add 10,000 XRP, but I'm going to use strict risk management here. So 3x leverage. We're going to open this long. We're going to confirm the order. You can see now we have 20,000 XRP. We have our original stop loss sitting there, and I'm now going to add another stop loss to this position. So we're going to click on stop loss here. We're going to add, and we're going to take out 50% of the position, which is here, 50%, which will be 10,000, and the trigger stop loss trigger price. So now we have our stop loss in place for that new amount that we added, because we don't want to be completely annihilated if the price goes against us now. And I have the risk management in place that if we have a pullback, My entire position won't be closed, but I will be stopped out where I feel comfortable. All right. And then we have access to the upside if we go to the upside. So if you guys want to do something similar, I actually do have links to Blowfin down there in the description. A very easy to use exchange. You can access it from literally anywhere in the world, guys. No KYC, no VPN, none of that. And the key to Blowfin is not only do they have copy trading, but if you head down to the description here, you can actually see, if you click here, there's an XRP bonus waiting for just you guys. And there's only 9 days left of this, and you can get a chance to spin the wheel and get up to 1,000 XRP. So I've been testing all of this out myself. You can spin this to get XRP. I've actually been using a copy trader called Quantoshi, and we've generated 26% so far. So $2,600 since testing. So you guys can get access to all of this using the link in the description. The link for the XRP bonus is here. If you want to copy the same trader as me, it's here. And if you guys do want to copy that trader, you need to fill out this form right here if you're already a member of Blowfin. So either sign up here, then head here if you want to copy, or fill out this form if you do want to copy and you're already a user of Blowfin. So a very exciting time for XRP, but also an exciting time for crypto, because if history repeats itself, we're on our way to $250,000 per Bitcoin. You can see here in 2020 to 2021, we had this down period where we had 3 touch points, we broke through, we retested, and then we went on to 69K. And now in 2024, we have 2 touch points, we head down, we broke out, we retested it, and now we are on our way to potentially, according to Dennis Porter, $250,000. And this chart also doesn't account for the fact that there is only 164,000 new Bitcoin that are created per year, which is half the rate that we had in 2020 to 2021. We also have Swiss central banks to start acquiring Bitcoin, and they are stating that the focus should be on how much Bitcoin to hold rather than whether or not to actually have it. We also have investors rushing into Bitcoin with one of the biggest days in history, 936 million in net inflows on Tuesday alone, the 3rd highest this year, guys, and 1.4 billion flowing in just 3 single days. We also have exchanges, Bitcoin exchange balance heading down to some of the lowest points it's been. Look at this, since way back in 2019, guys. And remember what happened after 2019. And finally, we have a new company, 21, which is acquiring Bitcoin, very similar to the way MicroStrategy did, but trying to benefit the holders even more, guys. So with that said, hopefully we actually get a move to the upside here and we can start to print money on our XRP trade. And if you do want to do something similar, remember the links to Blowfin down there in the description. Go and grab all of the bonuses, the XRP bonus, the copy trader, and all of that down there in the description. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.